We are not called to live our truth. We are called to live God's truth. I struggle with homosexual drives. And I hear so many people say, why did God make me this way? And then condemn me to hell. One, God has called man and woman for marriage and for sexual relations, which is designated and reserved for marriage. The other thing is that just because you have a drive, it does not mean that you have to fulfill the drive. We keep thinking we have to live our truth, live our truth, live our truth. No, you don't. God created us and He gave us free will to either follow His ways and be with Him for eternity, or do not follow His ways and perish in the end. In Galatians chapter 5, 15 to 17, it says, "Live by the Spirit, I say, and do not gratify the desires of the flesh. For what the flesh desires is opposed to the Spirit, and what the Spirit desires is opposed to the flesh. For these are opposed to each other to prevent you from doing what you want." Then I want to share Proverbs 3, 5 to 6 with you. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own sight. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." I struggled with understanding this in the beginning of my walk with God. It was hard. I read all of the verses. I studied all of the verses, and I realized God is not calling me to live in the ways that I keep wanting to live. This may be the temptation and the sin that I struggle with. Whatever it is that you guys struggle with, the same thing applies. I prayed, I read His Word, I still read His Word daily, and I no longer have these desires. The only desire I have is to be closer to Him, to continue to learn His truth, to live a life that glorifies Him, and to bring people closer to Him. You have free will to decide if you will live the life that He calls for us to live, or if you want to live the life that you want to live. Your truth or His truth. You get to decide. I live a single and celibate life, and I am committed to God. If you want eternal life, then learn His word, follow His word. If you do not want eternal life, and you do not want to be with Him, that is entirely up to you, but the result is that you will perish. That is your decision. That is what free will is.